Page 146. Chapter 7. Towards the Second Split. We know that Brahmananda Reddy, elected Congress president with Indira Gandhi's blessings, had turned against her. Soon after his election as the party president, the anti-Indira brigade started working on Reddy and succeeded in weaning him away from her. Footnote 54. It was made amply clear that she was unwanted in all Congress campaigns before the Assembly elections. While Kamlapati Tripathi announced that she would campaign for the Congress, General Secretary K.C. Pant had declared that she would not. Open inverted commas. She will not campaign, close inverted commas, he told reporters categorically. Asked whether she would issue an appeal to the electorate, Pant brushed the question aside with an indifferent, open inverted comma, I don't know, close inverted comma. At a press conference, Brahmananda Reddy declared that the party manifesto had not been cleared by Indira Gandhi. In fact, she hadn't even been shown the text, he said. Para. She was not consulted about the presidential candidate either. The Janata Party had recommended the name of N. Sanjeeva Reddy and Y.B. Chavan, and Brahmananda Reddy had approved it on behalf of the Congress. We were all taken by surprise, but there was nothing we could do. The Janata Party continued to abuse Indira Gandhi, her family, and her supporters. Footnotes. Footnote 54. Janardhan Thakur, Indira Gandhi and her power game, open brackets, New Delhi 1979, close bracket, page 26. Page 147. Para. On 28th May, a notification appointing a commission of inquiry to look into the emergency excesses was issued. Home Minister Charan Singh declared that Indira Gandhi's crimes deserved a trial of the nature of Nuremberg. I repeat, deserved a trial of the nature of Nuremberg. On 13th July, he told the Lok Sabha that there was a convert intention, open bracket, vichar, close bracket, on the part of the previous government to shoot political leaders in detention. Such reckless statements were made every day without any evidence or substantiation. Vasant Sate protested sharply against such irresponsible statements. Indira Gandhi refuted them, but the Congress, with 154 members in the Lok Sabha and more than two-thirds members in the Rajya Sabha, remained largely non-committal in response to such statements. Para. Indira Gandhi decided to come out in the open. All of us, open bracket, Maurya, Sate, Antule, Tripathi, and myself, close bracket, requested her to meet people. Indira Gandhi had an excellent sense of timing and place. She started her tour from Vinoba Bhave's ashram in Poner in July 1977 and was received by enthusiastic crowds on the way from Nagpur to Poner. Vinobaji blessed her with the cryptic remark, open inverted comma, chalte raho, close inverted comma. This immediately became the war cry of congressmen. Open inverted comma, Indira Gandhi आगे बढ़ो, हम तुम्हारे साथ हैं. Open bracket, Indira Gandhi, march ahead, we are with you. Close bracket, close inverted commas. Para. As I have mentioned earlier, the people's response scared her detractors and they sharpened their attack against her. The CPP became a forum to vilify her. Even her attendance at small social gatherings drew adverse remarks from a section of Congress leaders and the press. A simple dinner at MPs, I repeat, a simple dinner for MPs organized by Devraj Urs at Karnataka Bhavan and attended by Indira Gandhi came to be termed as Indira Gandhi's open inverted comma, dinner diplomacy, close inverted comma. Journalist Nikhil Chakraborty observed, open inverted comma, the cat was on the prowl, out to gobble up as much of the Congress as possible. Close inverted comma, footnote 55. Page 148. About 100 MPs who were assembled at the residence of Dr. V.A. Syed Muhammad, open bracket, Minister of State for Law, Justice and Company Affairs during the emergency, close bracket, deplored the open inverted comma, pernicious trend of inner get-togethers in the cause of Srimati Gandhi, close inverted comma, footnote 56, and declared that, open inverted comma, collective leadership does not mean a collection of 3 or 4. It meant revitalization of all the committees from village level to parliamentary board. Close inverted commas, footnote 57. Most of these leaders who ranted against Indira Gandhi and her so-called, open inverted comma, caucus, close inverted comma, belonged to a group of MPs known as the, open inverted comma, Thursday Club, close inverted comma, of which mention has been made before. All of them were backbenchers at that time, but they served as useful instruments for senior leaders to hit out at Indira Gandhi. Most of them did a volte-face when she came back to power, and some of them were even rewarded with offices, junior ministerships, diplomatic assignments, and nominations to the Rajya Sabha. Para. By this time, the news of the Belchi massacre had come in. 11 Harijans had been burnt to death by Kurmis, open bracket, or rich farmers, close bracket, in Belchi, a small village in Bihar's Nalanda district. The chilling incident had hit national headlines, but it failed to perturb the Congress High Command. There was an announcement that the leader of the opposition, Y.B. Chavan, would visit the district, but the Congress failed to attack the government effectively on this issue. Para. The question came from Indira Gandhi, open inverted comma, How is it that with the Janata Party coming to power, atrocities on Harijans and minorities have increased? Close inverted comma. The place was inaccessible, but she was undaunted. Footnotes. Footnote 55. Mainstream, 30 July 1977. Footnote 56. The Statesman, 5th August 1977. Footnote 57. Ibid. Page 149. Accompanied by Pratibha Singh, Saroj Kaparde, Jagannath Mishra, Kedar Pandey, and a few others, she reached the site. Janardhan Thakur, author and bitter critic, described her journey to Belchi, though not without a pinch of sarcasm, in his book. Open inverted comma. No lunch, let us leave. Close inverted comma, said Srimati Gandhi firmly. Open inverted comma. The route is very bad. Close inverted comma, mumbled Kedar Pandey. Open inverted comma. No cars can reach Belchi. Close inverted comma. Not to be deterred, Srimati Gandhi said, open inverted comma, we shall go walking. We shall go there even if it takes us all night. Close inverted comma. Para. Para. The motorcade moved through the lanes of Bihar Sharif, and when it stopped, everybody was scampering out after her. It was the Bari Dargah, which has a tomb of Hazrat Sheikh Sharafuddin. I repeat, Hazrat Sheikh Sharafuddin Yahya Maneri. She had been told that if one prays, I repeat, she had been told that if one prays at this dargah, one gets whatever one asks for. She prayed, her eyes closed. I repeat, she prayed, her eyes closed. Para. Some miles out of the town, the road petered out into a muddy track. The road to Belchi had begun. Srimati Gandhi's jeep got stuck in the mud and a tractor was brought to pull it out. Para. Even the tractor got stuck. Open inverted comma. There ends the trip to Belchi. Close inverted comma. Quipped a TV cameraman. Open bracket. The author made a mistake by attributing this quote to a TV cameraman. Indira Gandhi had already been blacked out by TV and radio. Close bracket. But Srimati Gandhi was out of the jeep, walking through the mud, followed by her cheerleaders. Open inverted comma. She can't go very far like that. Close inverted comma, said a Congress leader, frightened by the prospect of walking all the way to Belchi. Open inverted comma. They say you have to wade through waist-deep water. Close inverted comma, he said, and sunk back to be in the comfort of his car. Para. Srimati Gandhi was still marching on, her sari raised above her ankle. Open inverted comma, of course I can wade through water. Close inverted comma, she was telling her frightened companion, Pratibha Singh. It was getting tougher every minute, but a thoughtful Babu Sahib of the area had sent his elephant to carry the lady to Belchi. Page 150, open inverted commas. But how will you climb the elephant? Close inverted comma. Kedar Pandey and others asked anxiously. Open inverted comma. Of course I will. Close inverted comma. She told them impatiently. Open inverted comma. This is not the first time I have ridden an elephant. Close inverted comma. Next moment she was sitting pretty atop the animal. But Pratibha was all nervous as she climbed, virtually clinging to Srimati Gandhi from behind as the tusker heaved up. A delighted cameraman burst into, open inverted comma, long live Indira Gandhi, close inverted comma, and Indira Gandhi smiled back at him. Para. From where she got off the jeep, it was 3.5 hours to Belchi. But she made it purely by her grit and determination and was hailed as savior of the Harijans. Who could imagine a Y.B. Chavan or a Brahmananda Reddy or any of those leaders doing what she had done? Around midnight, on her way back from Belchi, Srimati Gandhi was delivering a speech at a roadside college. Footnote 58. Para. The next morning, she met JP at his Kadam Kuan residence. She looked relaxed and rested, and everyone who knew what she had been through the previous night was surprised. They spoke for about an hour, and JP came out to see her off. His good wishes for her for, open inverted comma, a bright future, brighter than the bright past she had had, close inverted comma, created a furor. I repeat, created a furor. The event triggered a deluge of interpretations. A section of the press and political leaders doubted the authenticity of this remark and contended that it was a story manufactured by her to brighten her image. Some Janata Party leaders, suo motu, denied any such remark had been made. Only Indira Gandhi and JP remained unruffled. In their vehement anti-Indira obsession, her detractors forgot that despite bitterness and differences, JP was a great family friend of the Nehrus and that Indira Gandhi had profound respect for him. Footnotes. Footnote 58. Janardhan Thakur, Indira Gandhi and Her Power Game. New Delhi, 1979, pages 33 and 34. The next page has a picture of Indira Gandhi with Rajiv Gandhi, Sanjay Gandhi, and Sonia Gandhi in February 1968. The next page is another black and white picture of Sheikh Mujibur Rahman talking to local and foreign journalists at his residence in January 1972. The following page, there are a picture on the top, Minister of Industrial Development, C. Subramaniam, addressing a meeting of the paper and pulp industry in New Delhi on 18 September 1973. Pranab Mukherjee, then Deputy Minister of Shipping and Transport, is also seen. The bottom picture is a swearing-in ceremony, 1973. The next page, there are two pictures. The top picture is a swearing-in ceremony 1974. Bottom page is a picture of Pranab Mukherjee and Y.B. Chavan with the UN Secretary General Kurt Waldheim. The next page has another picture. Pranab Mukherjee, then Minister of State for Finance, inaugurating the Regional Provident Fund Commissioners' Conference in New Delhi on 26 May 1975. Next page shows a black and white picture of contraband goods worth 10 lakh rupees seized in Calcutta on 27th August 1975. The photograph shows packages of ganja and other contraband goods stacked in the Calcutta Customs godown. The next page has a picture of Indira Gandhi seen with Sanjay Gandhi, Defense Minister Bansi Lal, and others. The following page, Pranab Mukherjee. I repeat, the following page has another black and white picture of Pranab Mukherjee, the then Minister of State for Finance, addressing the Conference of Income Tax Commissioners in New Delhi on 9th May 1976. The next page has a picture of Indira Gandhi. Next page, a picture of Pranab Mukherjee, the then Minister of State, in charge of the Department of Revenue and Banking, addressing a meeting of bank executives in New Delhi on 21st January 1977. The following page has another picture of President Neelam Sanjeeva Reddy and Pranab Mukherjee as Steel Minister. The following page has a picture of the swearing-in ceremony of Pranab Mukherjee on 14th January 1980. The next page has two pictures. The top picture is a swearing-in ceremony, 14 January 1980. The bottom picture shows Kamlapati Tripathi, P.V. Narasimha Rao, Pranab Mukherjee, J.B. Patnaik, and B. Shankaranand at the swearing-in ceremony. The following page, another picture, Pranab Mukherjee, Union Minister of Commerce, and Metod Roter, Foreign Trade Minister of Yugoslavia, signing the economic agreement in the presence of Prime Minister Indira Gandhi and H.E. Veselin Juranovic, President of the Federal Executive Council of the Socialist Federal Republic of Yugoslavia in New Delhi on 26 September 1980. Following page shows a picture of Pranab Mukherjee, then Union Minister of Commerce, inaugurating a workshop on export promotion in New Delhi on 9th October 1980. The last picture shows Pranab Mukherjee with Neelam Sanjeeva Reddy and Indira Gandhi. Page 151. In Patna, Indira Gandhi addressed a big gathering at Sadakat Ashram, the state Congress headquarters. Chavan and Brahmananda Reddy had addressed a gathering there a few days earlier that had been big, but no match for the crowd that had gathered to listen to Indira Gandhi. Para. Thereafter, she went to Haridwar. Here she was accompanied by B.P. Maurya, Vasant Sathe, and a few others. At every important place en route, she received a warm welcome from big crowds. There were organized demonstrations against her in some pockets, particularly where Jat leader Charan Singh was powerful, but the warmth and enthusiasm outweighed all acrimony. She addressed big gatherings at Modinagar, Meerut, and Muzaffarnagar. Later, she told me that the response of the crowd was not only cordial and friendly, but also very warm. Sanjay Gandhi, too, was received warmly everywhere, and people were more than eager to see him. The adverse media publicity and abuse by Janata Party leaders had earned him sympathy, which became apparent during this tour. He and his mother came to be regarded as victims of the conqueror. It also became clear that his boys would never leave him, and in times to come, Sanjay Gandhi's boys became the cornerstone of our new movement. Para. However, the plan to isolate Indira Gandhi continued. Her close supporters were still branded as the caucus and condemned. Though Sanjay Gandhi was helping us, he was behind the scenes and had declared publicly that he had resigned from the Congress. Despite her many clarifications, Indira Gandhi's detractors never missed an opportunity to allege that she was encircled by this caucus and that everything she did was at its promoting. The contention did not contain a grain of truth. None of the leaders who were active during the emergency were ready to launch such a movement. Except for me, none of the organizers were even summoned by the commission set up to inquire into the emergency. Prominent leaders of this group like Vasant Sathe, A.R. Antule, Bhagwan Jha Azad, B.P. Maurya, P.V. Narasimha Rao, Bhuta Singh, A.P. Sharma, Darbara Singh, and M. Chandrasekhar were not mentioned in any inquiry commission. And although Zail Singh, Dr. Jagannath Mishra, Devraj Urs and I continued to be summoned by various commissions, prominent leaders and activists during the emergency like Om Mehta, Bansilal, V.C. Shukla, and Rukhsana Sultana were nowhere near this group. Open inverted comma, give a dog a bad name and hang it. Close inverted comma, goes the proverb. Para, our campaign gathered momentum. Indira Gandhi met Brahmananda Reddy late one night and tried to work out a settlement. She pointed out that the Congress must not lie low and should not accept humiliation at the hands of the new rulers. From every corner of the country, news of torture and harassment of congressmen was pouring in. Left to himself, Brahmananda Reddy was prepared to go by her advice. But more often than not, he lacked the strength he lacked the strength to ward off pressure from the anti-Indira faction. He told the media that he was prepared to step down from Congress presidentship in favor of Indira Gandhi, a statement that was more than welcome by Congress workers. A group of important congressmen, including a large number of party MPs, assembled at Karnataka Bhavan, passed a resolution urging the AICC to elect Indira Gandhi as the Congress president. The resolution also thanked Brahmananda Reddy for having, open inverted comma, agreed to step down in her favor, close inverted comma. But Reddy later clarified his position to India Today, open bracket, 15 to 31st January 1978, close bracket, open inverted comma. I was only being respectful and considerate to her feelings, and I said I am prepared to consider stepping down if she asks me, but she never asks for anything herself. Never. She wants others to do everything for her. Close inverted comma. Para. This resolution was bitterly thwarted by leaders opposed to Indira Gandhi. They started asserting that she was working for the second split in order to turn the party into an outfit for enthralled minions serving her personal interests. Page 153. Most of the senior leaders, including Kamalapati Tripathi, Syed Mir Qasim, and Azad, were against a split. Kamalapati Tripathi clearly said that he would not leave Indira Gandhi's company and he would not break the party. Open bracket, open inverted comma. मैं कांग्रेस नहीं तोड़ूंगा, इंदिरा गांधी का साथ नहीं छोड़ूंगा. Close inverted comma, close bracket. Vasant Sathya argued she was the star attraction as far as the people were concerned, and she must be one of the important players, if not the captain. Azad told us sharply that he had no business, I repeat, that we had no business destroying the party. Restoring Indira Gandhi to her power, I repeat, restoring Indira Gandhi to her proper place in the organization was important, but not at the cost of a split. Antule and I were all for the split. We were sure that the Congress could not be revived without a split. Devraj Urs strongly backed us, though he had his own reasons, as we've seen earlier in the book. Para. Dr. M. Chenna Reddy resigned as governor of Uttar Pradesh and was prepared to support Indira Gandhi. But most chief ministers and the Congress were opposed to Indira Gandhi. A.K. Antony of Kerala, S.C. Sinha of Assam, Captain William Sangma of Meghalaya, Vengal Rao of Andhra Pradesh, and Vasant Rao Patil of Maharashtra. They were opposed to any change in the office of the AICC president or the idea of splitting the party for that matter. Senior leaders from our side were also eager to avoid any showdown. Para. We retreated, and Kamalapati Tripathi continued to work hard for unity. It was on his advice that Indira Gandhi met Brahmananda Reddy at his residence at midnight on 17 to 18 November 1977. On the evening of 18 November, there was another meeting at 12 Willingdon Crescent. Vasant Rao Patil, Rajni Patel, Kamalapati Tripathi, and a few others, open bracket, including Antule and I, close bracket, were present. The meeting went on well beyond midnight. Just when the clock struck 12, Rajni Patel picked a flower out of a flower arrangement on an adjacent table and handed it to Indira Gandhi. I repeat, handed it to Indira Gandhi, wishing her, open inverted comma, many happy returns, close inverted comma. It was 19th November, Indira Gandhi's birthday. Page 154. Para. We had already worked out a 9-point charter as the compromise formula. Some of these points were: A. Indira Gandhi should be consulted on all major issues. B. The CWC and the Central Parliamentary Board should be constituted in consultation with Indira Gandhi. C. Disciplinary actions taken against members indiscriminately after the Lok Sabha elections should be suspended. D. The party must effectively oppose the anti-people's policies and actions of the ruling Janata Party, and so on. Para. At the late-night meeting of 18th and 19th November, Vasant Rao Patil and Rajni Patel requested Indira Gandhi to exercise her good offices to overcome the impasse. They suggested that she should prevail upon the requisitionists to withdraw the requisition notice. I repeat, they suggested that she should prevail upon the requisitionists to withdraw the requisition notice. Requisitionists. We pointed out that we had accepted the collective leadership concept evolved at the AICC session held in May 1977, and we had expected that in this collective leadership, Indira Gandhi would have a, open inverted comma, rightful, close inverted comma, place. Collective leadership for us did not mean a combination of a handful few to exclude and isolate a open inverted comma, leader, close inverted comma, who commanded the largest following among the masses. We further pointed out that we were not focused on splitting the party. It was to avoid a split and find areas of agreement that Indira Gandhi visited the Congress president at his residence. We requested Vasantrao Patil and Rajni Patel to prevail upon the leadership to follow the correct path, but they did not give us any assurances. The issue of appearing before the Shah Commission and other commissions also came up for discussion. We pointed out that the party had failed to take any decision on this issue. It was imperative to fight the politically motivated commissions set up to malign the Congress and its leaders. Most of the ministers deposed against the decisions taken by their own government and passed the buck on to the former Prime Minister. Page 155. The leadership failed to realize the looming danger of instability and the erosion of creditability of a government run by the oldest party in the country. Nothing moved them. We had no choice but to raise these issues at our meetings with Patil and Patel. Para. Our emissaries promised to take up these issues with the leadership, but ultimately nothing happened. 2 appeals were issued. I repeat, 2 appeals were issued, one by Brahmananda Reddy and another by Indira Gandhi, for unity. We dropped the demand for requisition. At Kamalapati Tripaঠি's request, I repeat, at Kamalapati Tripaঠি's request, Antule handed over all papers to him, but no initiative was taken by the leadership to settle the issue. I repeat, to settle the issues raised by us. Para. The CWC met on 5th December. This meeting was attended by Indira Gandhi. A few members, including A.P. Sharma, insisted that the committee should take a view on the issue of appearance before the Shah Commission. This led the committee to pass the following resolution. The question of congressmen appearing before the Shah Commission was discussed in all its aspects, including the legality of the appointment of the commission and the procedures adopted by it. In the course of the discussions, members expressed the view that the legal aspects should be examined. If necessary, it should be raised in Parliament also. Para. We also wanted the CWC to take a uniform decision with regard to requests of the Shah Commission to congressmen to appear before it. After the discussion, the committee took the following decision. The Congress Working Committee advises members of the Congress to appear before the Shah Commission only at the appropriate stage and in case summons are issued. Page 156. This delayed decision lacked political punch, and most congressmen appeared before the Shah Commission merely on open inverted comma, request, close inverted comma, rather than waiting for open inverted comma, summons, close inverted comma, to be issued. I was called twice by the Shah Commission to give evidence, first on 1st October 1977. I repeat, first on 1st October 1977. On that day, I queried my being called without proper legal summons. This was based on the fact that I was a central minister, and all ministers are bound by the oath of secrecy not to divulge any information or matter which they arrived at in their capacity as ministers. I too had taken this oath when I had been sworn in as Minister of State for Finance. My question to the Shah Commission thus was that by giving evidence before them, was I not violating the oath of office as a minister? I then asked the Shah Commission to give its ruling in writing, so that in case it deemed it appropriate for me to give evidence disregarding my oath as a minister, I could challenge it in the court of law. However, they refused to provide anything in writing, and Justice Shah simply said, open inverted comma, "You are not violating oath of office by disclosing facts before the commission," close inverted comma. Hence, as I was not given anything in writing, I could not take recourse to the law. Para. On 19 November 19... I repeat. On 19 November 1977, Para. On 19th November 1977, I was again called by the Shah Commission, now in connection with the detention of Maharani Gayatri Devi under the Cofeposa Act, COFEPOSA Act. I raised my question again and also asked why we could not get the assistance of legal counsel. In response, Justice Shah said, open inverted comma, "At this stage of the inquiry, when I am trying to find out your involvement in certain transactions, you are not prima facie guilty, and in case found guilty, you will all get legal protection prescribed by the law at that stage. As of now, you have been asked to cooperate with me," close inverted comma. I then asked Justice Shah if such, open inverted comma, cooperation, close inverted comma, was compulsory or optional, to which Justice Shah responded, open inverted comma, "You are free to cooperate or not. You are free to come and go," close inverted comma. Page 157. As a result, I chose not to cooperate. This was the background for my refusal to provide evidence before the Shah Commission. It is for this refusal that Justice Shah prosecuted me under IPC 178 and 179. Para. Something similar occurred when Indira Gandhi was asked to appear before the Shah Commission on 22nd November. Rather than go to the witness box, she made a full-fledged statement pointing to the lacunae in the functioning of the Shah Commission and accused the government of setting it up as a tool of political persecution. She too was prosecuted under IPC 178-179, with the criminal case being filed in the Magistrates' Court. Para. A section of anti-Indira congressmen criticized my action. However, my stand was vindicated when, in a subsequent case, Justice Chawla of the Delhi High Court upheld my contention, and till date, that judgment continues to prevail. Para. We met again and reviewed the situation. It was decided that we should launch an offensive as the other side was simply not prepared to accommodate reason. Indira Gandhi had been directly insulated by Y.B. Chavan. When she said that her followers were persecuted in the party, Chavan retorted caustically that she herself had been running the party in Uttar Pradesh, open inverted comma, as a royal preserve, close inverted comma. In our informal group meetings attended by P.V. Narasimha Rao, Antule, Kamalapati Tripathi, B.P. Maurya, Bhuta Singh, M. Chandrasekhar, Bhagwat Jha Azad, Vasant Sathe, and myself, Devraj Ers argued very strongly in favor of a split. Most amongst us were not prepared for this because of a genuine apprehension that a split could destroy the party. The ideal case scenario would have been to try and take control of the party, but the success of such an effort was unlikely as it became increasingly clear that most of those once close to Indira Gandhi had actually deserted her. Page 158. Out of the 21, open bracket, including invitees, close bracket, members of the CWC, Indira Gandhi had the support of only 5. Kamalapati Tripathi, P.V. Narasimha Rao, M. Chandrasekhar, Bhuta Singh, and A.P. Sharma. Para. The requisition move was dropped and it could not be revived again. Indira Gandhi resigned from the CWC and the Congress Parliamentary Board on 18 December. The reaction to this move was far from conciliatory. In fact, it was rather hostile. A senior Congress member said, open bracket, The Statesman, New Delhi, 20th December 1977, close bracket, open inverted comma, to say the least, we have mortgaged our souls to her for 11 years. Many of us who are much senior to her in the organization, close inverted comma. Later, Brahmananda Reddy was reported to have stated in Hyderabad, open inverted comma, she wanted us to fight, take to the streets and go to jail. We are not afraid of going to jail. We have been in jail for years while she has been in jail only for 9 months. But have we to involve ourselves in a scuffle with Janta leaders? Or should we agitate to support Sanjay Gandhi, Bansilal, or Yashpal Kapoor? According to a report in The Statesman, New Delhi, 18th January 1978, Reddy observed that the organization had been, open inverted comma, brought down with the tipping of a 27-year-old lad as the future Prime Minister. Vinash Kale Viprit Buddhi, open bracket, at the hour of destruction, one loses the sense of judgment. Close bracket, close inverted comma. No one had to guess too much. I repeat, no one had to guess too hard to know the attitude of the Congress leadership towards Indira Gandhi in those days. Para. On 18 December, we formally met at Antule's residence at 2 Janpath, New Delhi, and constituted a steering committee to hold a national convention. Para. The committee constituted a total of 72 members, and while some people like F.M. Khan and Chaudhry Randhir Singh were unhappy about not being included, I was determined to avoid controversial names to the extent possible. Page 159. We met almost every day. Bhuta Singh, H.K.L. Bhagat, Lalit Makan, and Jagdish Taitler were responsible for arranging accommodation, pandals, and food. Antule, a few others, and I were in charge overall. I drafted all resolutions in consultation with P.V. Narasimha Rao, Bhagwat Jha Azad, Maurya, and Bihar's D.P. Singh. I was also entrusted with collecting funds. Devraj Ers and a couple of others helped us. Everything was running smoothly. It was decided that invitation letters would be issued in the names of P.V. Narasimha Rao, Bhuta Singh, A.P. Sharma, and M. Chandrasekhar, all members of the CWC. Kamalapati Tripathi would preside, while Mir Qasim would inaugurate, and Indira Gandhi would address the convention. The steering committee issued an appeal to all congressmen across the country. It cited the reasons for such a convention.